Comedy talk at its worst. It's the Lunatic Radio Show.
Is it a banger? Hell yeah.
And hello, world. Welcome back to the LR Radio program, Lunatic Radio Show. I'm Kierans, TJ, the mayor over there in the great state of Michigan, which I would imagine right now in June 19th, Juneteenth, is green as hell. Lush trees, green. That's what I'm saying.
It's actually pretty white out there in my neighborhood.
White? Uh-oh.
Yeah, no, not like you're thinking, Kieran. Not like your neighborhood.
What do you mean white? What do you mean? What do you got? Like trees?
It's cotton season, so it's this. Everybody's lawn looks like there's snow on it because there's just an abundance of cotton that blows through.
That's beautiful.
You got the lake right there, and it just fucking. I got cotton, and then at night I got fucking mayflies everywhere.
Mayflies? I don't even know what a mayfly is. What is a mayfly? It's June. Why is there mayflies?
Well, because our ecosystem's fucked up. You guys don't get mayflies out in New York?
No. What the hell? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think so.
Look up what a mayfly is.
Never heard of a mayfly in my life.
There's millions of them every light. There's a million of them around every light.
Wow.
Every street light.
I'm gonna look up mayfly in a second. I gotta know. Hey, by the way, everybody, welcome to the show. Social media is at Lunatic Radio. Instagram, Twitter, what have you. I don't go on to Twitter anymore because it's just a cesspool of dog shit. So fuck Twitter and its ass. Yeah, I just won't go on there. Everybody's so negative. I kind of just, these last 2 weeks, we've taken 2 weeks off from the Lunatic Radio Show, the program, doing the internet show, whatever. I just wanted to get away from all social media altogether. I don't want to be on there. There's too many people out there. There's 328 million people in the United States. And every single one of them has an opinion. And I hate most of them. I just like, stop. I can't. You know, like the world, everything's in flux right now. Everything's in flux in the world. And it just sucks to go on the internet and see some dickhead who fucking probably is a plumber or something just spouting off about shit. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Stop.
I like these people that are like truck drivers and shit. And they want to tell me like that they know more than Dr. Fauci or any other doctor out there or any other politician. They just want to, they tell me because they listen to radio all day long while they're driving their trucks.
Oh yeah.
And then they want to tell me that.
What about like,
no, man, they're all wrong. Listen, buddy, this is how things should be.
Right.
It's like, yeah, okay. I'll listen to you, bud, with your fucking flip-flops on, with your socks.
Yeah. And like
fucking shorts, and you haven't showered for 3 days.
The fucking memes about police. New Zealand's got like, the police do like training and they got like 2 deaths. Oh my God, come on.
Yeah. Well, how many fucking people in New Zealand are fucking committing fucking crimes? We're dumb Americans. We're a bunch of fucking hillbillies and thugs, if you ask Donald Trump. But we're just fucking stupid Americans. We run around and do stupid shit. That's why we don't have fucking police like New Zealand. That's all like, oh, I'm happy. Well, there's nothing else fucking happens.
I don't know. Right. There's nothing happening in New Zealand. New Zealand doesn't even have any coronavirus. They're back out and playing sports and gathering in arenas right now. There's no coronavirus in New Zealand. America has 800,000 police officers. 800,000. That's a lot of police officers. There's got to be some shitty ones in the mix. Fuck. People just, Yeah, so I came up, I was like, the internet reminds me of that ex that just won't shut up with their opinions. That nagging ex, just like, so every time I go on the internet, I feel like I'm just seeing the opinions of like an ex-girlfriend. Ugh. Stop. Fuck.
That's actually a good analogy.
Yeah,
it's a very good analogy.
Really is. Like, fucking stop. I want to shut it off. And then I can't.
I'm okay.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm okay with people having opinions, but you just don't have to push your opinion on me if I don't agree with it. Like if I don't agree with you, you don't have to fucking comment on everything or at me or like drill it in my head. Like we can disagree, that's fine. just keep it moving.
I love the people on the internet who just fucking post like they don't even write like an opinion. They just take a meme that kind of formulates their opinion and they just post it. And then like 20 minutes later, they have like another thought and this meme formulates that opinion. So I'm going to post that. It's all meme.
Let me share this article that I haven't read. I just read the headline. So I'm going to share that article. And then
exactly.
Yeah. You know who did that this week, man? That really really pissed me off, and that's no surprise. That I'm gonna refer to him once as Trump, and then he's gonna be that guy from here on out.
Yeah,
that guy. That guy posted. So you remember that video of that fucking white kid and black kid? Like they're like 2, maybe 3 years old. They see each other in the street and they run towards each other and give each other a hug.
I love that video.
And then they start playing and they're running and chasing each other.
Yeah.
He took the end of the video where the white kid is chasing the black kid and fucking made it like a racial video, like totally changed the narrative of it.
Trump did that?
Yeah.
Are you shitting me?
Look at his Twitter, man. He fucking posted that's the most wholesome. And that video surfaced like 2 years ago. That was the most wholesome video I've ever fucking
absolutely
seen.
The two kids on the city street. Yeah, the black kid and the white kid running at each other. Yeah.
Yeah, they fucking run each other, give each other a big hug, and they start playing.
Yeah.
He took the end of that where they're playing, where they're chasing each other back and forth, and just posted and it's like, man, first of all, I don't know if you know this, but this has been out for like 2 years. You're not the first person to show this.
Right.
And we've all seen the start of the video. So and he had this little fucking comment about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We need to, by the way, people in the chat room, if you're listening live, we need to come up with a nickname for Trump. Like a unique nickname. That's what we're going to do this show. And that's what we're going to call the motherfucker until he's not in fucking office anymore. What an asshole. He's such a troll. I really, like 10% of my opinion on Trump right now is that he doesn't want to win re-election. Because he's sabotaged. He's such a dick. He's just doing the opposite of everything that is right. You know what I mean?
You know what the problem is that he's doing everything not to win, and it's making him fucking more popular.
Yeah, because our country's so fucked up. That's why. The world's so...
it doesn't matter your fucking policies. It matters how entertaining are you. The most entertaining person is going to become president at this point.
It is absolutely idiocracy, and we are just... We are, as a society, fucking diseased. We are a yeast infection of a society right now. Things are we need to be cleansed. And dude, it is fucking, and that's exactly why I just spaced out for like a week and a half. I literally was just like, fuck it. I'm just going to watch Netflix until I can't watch Netflix anymore. Just get me away from anything that's like happening now. And plus the fact, on top of that, I had to get a fucking coronavirus test, and in Arizona is like it's just one big coronavirus right now for some reason.
Yeah, you motherfuckers that was talking shit about Big Gretch shutting down our state. We're now the most safe state in America.
Yeah.
Everybody want to talk shit about Big Gretch not opening shit up and extending the stay-at-home policy. Now look at us.
Yeah, no, Arizona is fucking on fire with the coronavirus, so much so that it is now mandatory wherever you go. Even if you go outside, you have to wear a mask. Like, so like I have to, I'm going to play golf tomorrow. I'm going to play golf with a girl tomorrow. It's just her and I got to wear a mask to go play golf, which is weird. In 115 fucking degrees, I got to wear a mask. So yeah, it's kind of bizarre.
What's more important though? What's more important? Shutting down the golf course altogether or just making you wear a mask?
Making me
like you're going to alleviate the risk by just shutting down the golf course. That's what I'm saying. We shut down our whole state. You couldn't go play golf. Actually, we on the 25th, which is Thursday, that's when we're finally opening. Gyms are allowed to open in Michigan. You guys have been going with your fucking gyms and your fucking country clubs and shit. That's more dangerous than just, if you just go to do them same things, but you wear a mask, the mask isn't going to fucking do much. I mean, it does a little bit, you know what I mean? As far as like, if you cough and particles out there or just not touching your face. But have you seen these idiots with fucking masks on? Well, you haven't because you're in Arizona. Let me tell you about this mask situation.
Plenty of idiots in Arizona, though. I've seen idiots.
Plenty of them, and I can't wait till it starts happening to you guys because, okay, so they wear the mask and they don't put it over their nose.
Oh,
so what's that stopping?
It's like the chin wear, like
just over their mouth, and they're breathing through their nose.
Yeah.
So what's that gonna do? I can't breathe good in it. It's uncomfortable, so I pull it down. And then you get these fuckers in the grocery store that they have their mask on and they adjust it every 5 seconds. So you're taking your hand, you're touching your cart, you're touching fucking groceries and shit, and you're constantly touching your face.
Fucking soak booger snot through your fucking mask. You're just touching it, and then you're picking up the fucking Butterfinger. Yeah, it's fucking terrible. And they're going to the self-checkout, just fucking putting booger fingers all over the screen. Oh, what a nightmare this pandemic is.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, though, Kieran. That sounds so idiocracy to me that hey, listen, guys, everybody, it's mandatory to put masks on when you go places instead of saying, hey, everybody, you just can't go places you want to go.
Right.
You can only go places you need to go.
Right.
It's just so idiotic. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm cool. I mean, fuck. I really do want to play golf with her tomorrow. Like, it'd be fun. It's like a different round.
That should be the only reason that a golf course should be open. It's for people to get pussy.
Yeah. And it's a beautiful golf course. It's the one you and I, it's close to the one you and I played together back when it was like 115 degrees and we almost died on the fucking golf course.
Eagle out in the mountains?
Yeah, Eagle Mountain in Fountain Hills. Yeah. We played one down the road. It was like fucking torturous because there was one hole in that course. When we both got up to it, it looked like it was fucking 3 miles long. Like, how the fuck are we going to play this? There was one hole in that course we played together. It was like straight uphill and it felt like it was 800 yards. We just kept on hitting the ball like 90 times trying to reach the green. We couldn't never get there. And we just quit and went to have a burger afterwards.
I don't want to like be all boring and talk golf, but I will tell you my favorite hole my second favorite hole I've probably played in a golf course is I had to specify that the best hole I've ever played on a golf course. But the second best hole I've ever played on a golf course was at that place that we went to.
Sunridge Canyon. That's
the
what it was.
17th hole. Remember where you got the tee box and then it's just a fucking drop. There's like a
the par 3,
and you have to hit it right on the green and that's it. There's no. Remember I fucking hit that rock right before the cliff and it bounced up and hit on the green. Yeah. I was down to my last fucking ball.
That's
Me and Kieran actually had one ball apiece in the 17th hole.
Yeah.
Because we fucking lost it to a bunch of fucking jackrabbits.
And
I swear to God, them jackrabbits were fucking stealing my ball.
We were filming each other too. I remember. We filmed her.
Yeah, that was a great fuck. We played with them with that couple that had things going on in their life, and they were just murdering us on the golf course.
Oh yeah, that fucking old couple that was like, yeah, we went skydiving, bro, last week. Yeah,
they were just killing us. We're over here, we're pissing and moaning about how hot it was, and they're just living their best life, talking about how they went skydiving, bungee jumping,
mountain climbing. They're fucking gonna, climb Yosemite or whatever the fuck one of those mountains are called. They fucking rock climbing. Yeah. These people, they're like 70 years old. More complaining about the heat more than their, early 30s and late 30s or early 40s. Yeah.
In our defense, people, it did reach 117 degrees that day.
It was fucking hot as balls. That is
when we teed off, it was 105 degrees in the morning.
Yeah. And getting back to the fucking coronavirus, I was logic told me that there's no way this fucking virus can fucking survive in that climate. But no, it's just fucking thriving. Like a boner on an 18-year-old looking at a Pam Anderson post. You know what I'm saying? From back in 1990. Wow, I dated myself.
Just keeps popping up. I get you. I got you.
Yeah, it's fucking.
So I guess it's not my theory, but it's a theory I agree with. Is that a lot of people are saying that through studies and everything. Remember when they were saying like black people are getting it more than anybody?
Yeah.
And a lot of the studies show that vitamin D helps fight the coronavirus.
Yeah,
I heard that. Vitamin D, and it's harder for black people to get vitamin D than it is white people because the melanin in our skin.
Right.
And I was thinking about this. I said, well, maybe vitamin D does play a big part because in the summer, that's not flu season like before the pandemic. And then once it gets warmer out and you're getting this vitamin D, you know what I mean?
Right. And the best way to get it is from the sun.
The best way to get it is from the sun. You know what I mean? You can take vitamins all you want, but the sun is the quickest, best source of vitamin D. So that was kind of like, I was thinking, well, maybe that's it. Summer comes around, people have vitamin D. You know what I mean? We're fighting it off better.
Yeah, they're boosting up their immune systems and shit, and we're kicking its ass, but apparently not. Apparently it is.
Well, my other theory that combats that is that could very well be true, but with Florida and Arizona, who's been hit hard this last week, those are both transplant states. So now that things are opening back up and people are traveling, they're traveling from New York to Arizona, New York to Florida,
right.
Michigan to Arizona. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's because it just coronavirus isn't a bird. It's not flying down south. It's getting transferred between people, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's my other theory is that, well, we knew that was going to happen with the southern states eventually because when people start getting out and about to transplant states like Arizona.
I feel like Florida's climate is so fucking perfect for the coronavirus. I mean, hot and moisture, fucking rainstorms. I feel like
and idiots.
There are a lot of idiots right in the center of the state. You know, just
Charlemagne the God always says that the craziest people come from the Bronx and the whole state of Florida.
Oh, absolutely, dude.
And I 100%, I've been agreeing with that for a couple of years now. The more and more I see Florida and what they got going on down there.
You can't wear so much, like, you know, Florida's fucked up when there's that many people wearing pastel colors. Like, this just, you walk around the beach, it's just pastel colors everywhere. You know, it fucks people up in the brain. You know, they have a whole city. They have a whole city that was built on cocaine money. That place is completely fucked up. Florida's fucked.
Yeah.
And then they get the hurricanes that fly through, and they just sweep the coronavirus from Florida and they throw it into Louisiana. We're all fucked. We're so screwed with this coronavirus.
We are, man. I mean, I don't want to live my life in fear of coronavirus, but dude,
have you gotten tested yet? Let me ask you that. Have you gotten tested yet? Have you had to?
No.
Not yet?
No. Just like every time I walk into work, they have to take my temperature.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. But no, my girlfriend, she gets tested and she has to do all this stuff at the hospital. And like she comes home and she kind of gives me every few days she kind of gives me the fucking, well, let me check your this, let me check your that.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not a COVID-19 test by any means, but I mean she's checking.
Knows what to look for because she's in the industry.
Yeah, she works in the COVID unit.
Yeah,
in ICU. So
yeah.
So no, I haven't been tested, but I do want to get tested. But I'm not getting tested until everybody or every hospital has the fucking new test.
The 20-minute
old test where they gotta fucking shove that thing from your nose to the fucking back alley behind where you live. Like I
had that. I went to my doctor and I couldn't even go in to the office. That I had to do like a video consultation from, like, I was literally on my phone talking to my doctor on my phone via video, and she was in the office. I mean, she's like, looking at me, seeing if I had any symptoms. I'm like, oh, this is ridiculous. And then I had to sit in my car, and then a nurse came over to my car and fucking jammed that fucking swab. Like, that thing was, like you just said, way back. Like, it touched the back of my cranium. It was fucking way in there. And my eyes just, it wasn't that bad. I mean, everybody says it's like torturous. Like, Rock texted me when he first got it. He's like, oh, it's fucking, it's not that terrible, but, it's uncomfortable, and they take it. But yeah, you're right. Like, they need the 20-minute one. Like, it took me 5 days to get a fucking response on, like, that I was negative,
So you did. I guess I never asked you because I know you were sweating for a few days. I never asked you.
Yeah.
Today, with the results.
Well, I thought I had something.
You're COVID free, bro.
I'm COVID free, but I thought I actually had something, but then my dumbass brain kicked into gear, like, because I would get like a fever like 99.5, 99.7. But my nimroded ass didn't realize that my fucking apartment is 83 degrees. You know what I mean? And when it's 83 degrees in the place where you're like, chilling out in, your body temperature is going to rise and you're going to feel a little sick because it's so fucking hot in here. So I had to turn on the air conditioning. Sometimes I refuse to turn on the air conditioning. But, whatever. That's that. No COVID here. But I expect to get it. I think we'd all should expect to get it. We're gonna get it, man. This place is.
That's the thing. We have to live expecting that we're gonna get it at some point.
Yeah, there's no fucking.
This is what fucking bothers me. None of these motherfuckers are coming out and saying, "Hey, everybody, listen." Instead, because they always want to talk about mask or economy or this and that. Why don't they fucking say what they're supposed to say and say, "Hey, guys, go out there, make sure you're getting your vitamins. Go fucking eat, get your vitamin C, your vitamin D, take your multivitamins, your daily shit.
Right.
Try to eat better, try to fucking live a little healthier, do some exercises, get your lungs strong.
Right.
They're not preaching none of that shit.
No.
You know what I mean? It's like, come on, like that's what, if we know we're all gonna get it at some point, or it's a good chance that we're gonna all get it, asymptomatic or not, why aren't we promoting
be healthy?
Preventative actions for your
promote
for your
health.
Fucking,
promote activity, get out there and go for a walk. Go fucking, get your body in shape. Get tuned up. Get prepared. Get prepared to get the coronavirus. Get your body in shape. I thought actually, because I was running and exercising, and I was like, maybe I do have it, because I was around somebody that does have it. And I thought I had it, but I just, I was really kicking its ass because I was exercising so much. You know what I mean? Or taking vitamin C supplements or being out in the sun and fucking getting that fucking D. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know.
Yeah, we know how you like the D on your face.
Fucking A, bro. Hey, let me ask you this. This is totally off topic. But we'll get back to it because we got more to talk about. We got more. We got more to talk about. Let me ask you, what is a Mormon soak? What do you think a Mormon soak is? I just heard this week. Never heard it in my life.
Off the top of my head, a Mormon soak, I would believe, would be like some kind of baptism of Mormon people to fucking, like they can't live righteous, so they go, you know what? Every fucking year I'm gonna have to fucking get soaked because I keep sinning. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like a fucking midlife baptism in my mind. First thing that popped in my head, Mormon soak. Boom, there you go. What do you got?
All right. A Mormon soak is, and this is great. But it's apparently when a Mormon guy has sex, they don't like you normally have sex, you throw your D in there and you pound away. What a Mormon does, this is according to what I heard. They put their D in there and they just keep it there. They don't pump. And they just let their D soak in the vagina. It's called a Mormon soak.
God, Mormons are so fucking boring, man. They're so boring, and they don't fucking keep Chick-fil-A open on a Sunday, them fucking bastards.
A fucking Mormon soak. I was like,
Mormons,
dude. that's almost worse than, like docking's a weird one where, two gay guys, one guy's uncircumcised. He wraps the head of his uncircumcised dick around the other dick, and it's like docking. It's like a plane fueling up another plane in midair. It's like weird, But a Mormon soak is just real creepy. That's a real creepy fucking thing to think about. It's like that is like it's in the ballpark of a dude who jerks off in a fucking park. I feel like I don't know.
I don't know how it's humanly possible to put your D in it
and not want to pump.
Not pump.
But apparently Mormons figured it out.
Even fucking dogs they don't even have their D in nothing. They just hump it.
Yeah, they hump chairs. They get around anything that looks like a female dog's ass. They just bang away. What kind of like it's real what is the term? It just slipped my mind, the fucking term for that. But sticking your D in a vagina and not fucking moving your D or your dick or pumping away, fucking pounding away, is fucking self-restraint is fucking on par. It's fucking unreal.
Discipline. That's a disciplined dick right there.
That's disciplined dick.
DD, disciplined dick.
Or it's what you just said. Mormons are completely boring.
Or a PP, a patient penis.
Is polygamy, the polygamists, are they like a section or a sector of fucking Mormonism? Right? Polygamists.
It's the old way of Mormonism, and actually when they made it illegal here in the United States, a big group of them moved to Mexico so they can keep living the same life they were living. Where polygamy is legal and all this stuff. Because what's really illegal in Mexico, right?
Right.
Actually, you know what? They were fucking going to war with the cartels. I want to say around this time last year.
Polygamists versus cartels.
They have like their own like little fucking section, their own community in this place in Mexico, and the cartel is fucking started killing them. Like went in there and started killing them motherfuckers, and they were like, "Hold on, buddy. Don't think because we're born Mormons.
Yeah, let me.
I got fucking 100 wives that'll jump you, motherfucker. Let's go."
Yeah,
they got into a little war about. I want to say last year around this time.
Man, just fucking ordering all the wives to go fucking take some fucking action on the front lines. Bunch of women. That is some gangster shit. I don't know. I don't know what to think about Mormons. Like, I don't want. I mean, whatever you believe in, go ahead and believe in it. But the Mormon soak, like the Mormon soak, and then like the 3 wives things. Like most guys, like get married and they're just like they can't even handle one, but you do 3. Like
that's what I'm saying. I respect them. If you can hold it down like that,
yeah,
more power to you, man. Because
but like big dick, like their big dick energy is not even being used the correct way because of the Mormon soak. I wonder if polygamists use the Mormon soak or they have a different version of the Mormon soak. I don't know.
I'd have to imagine that the Mormon soak is a name, and Mormons actually don't do it. It's just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's something
like what they call it, like a,
fun to think about though.
Yeah, I'll leave it at there. I don't even want to.
Yeah, word up. All right, going back. Yeah, so we got the big coronavirus thing going on. I had to take a break from the coronavirus talk. Coming back though. So it's fucking Juneteenth, right? Juneteenth is
happy Juneteenth, all my kings, queens, and allies.
Right. Juneteenth is today when we're recording the radio program, actually broadcasting live on the YouTube, but no one's listening, so it's kind of like a recording. Yeah, so it's Juneteenth, and apparently our president was supposed to hold a fucking campaign rally in the city of Tulsa, Oklahoma, where apparently is not the place to hold a rally, especially on the date of June 19th, because there was, like a riot where a bunch of white people wanted to just, bust up a bunch of black people for being free. It's not so having your, Republican fucking dumbass orange president come in and doing a fucking campaign rally on that date would have been improper. But so he's like, okay, I'll do it the next day. He does it the next day. He's doing it tomorrow, over the weekend. And Oklahoma, the state of Oklahoma lifted all the mask and social distancing restrictions for the campaign rally inside the arena. So everybody no one has to really wear a mask or stay away from each other.
Kieran, does this sound like the epitome of white privilege to you?
It sounds like
what I mean, hold on. I'm just saying, just comment on that for a second. Let that soak in. He's the president. Because the president says exactly.
He's the president.
President privilege, whatever you want to call it. It's some type of privilege. So because the president goes, you know what? I want my rally people to be comfortable and do what they want. So I'm just going to fucking make an executive order of, like, everybody else, you got to do this. But you know what? For my rally, you don't have to for this one day.
Right. And the cocksucker. You know what the cocksucker has on his fucking campaign website? A waiver, meaning whoever attends the rally can't sue him if they contract the coronavirus.
Which that's pretty standard. This is the part of it that I fucking I'm clenching up my fist right now just thinking about it in my right hand because that's what I want. I want to give the guy a right.
Oh,
but this motherfucker had the nerve to say, I'm paraphrasing here. I don't know the exact quote.
It doesn't matter. He doesn't have good quotes.
It doesn't matter because it's fucking the Donald.
Yeah.
That guy. That guy's quote.
He's a walking cunt. Go ahead.
But he said that everybody should be happy because he made Juneteenth famous.
Oh, right. That's true because not a lot of people knew about Juneteenth. And until like 2002, only like 8 states recognized the date as like almost like a holiday.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with fucking Donald Trump. He did not make it famous.
No, he didn't.
The Black Lives Movement right now has made it famous. I will give him that. Like if you look at if you go back and look at my Instagram, people don't even know what the real Juneteenth flag, the original Juneteenth flag looks like. But I'll post a Juneteenth flag as my background every year. I recognize it. But like, for one, I just wanted to tell people out there, like, it's okay if you didn't recognize it before and you're just now getting hip to it. Like, that's fine. That's what all this that we're doing right now is about. You know what I mean? Is recognizing that there's actually real fucking history that they've rewritten to make it white history.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's American history that isn't.
It's whitewashed.
It isn't true. It's white. Exactly. It's whitewashed.
Whitewashed.
You know what I mean? So if you didn't know about Juneteenth before this and you're black or you're just, you're an ally or whatever, it's okay. You know what I mean? But just make sure you go back. And actually, I think that's what the most thing I'm proud of right now of this movement and everything is that it's got traction. It's not, the traction isn't falling off and things are actually getting done. Now they're not getting done at a rapid pace, which they're not going to. We're talking about
it's going to be
it's going to go back hundreds of years to fucking change. We're not going to change in 100 days.
It's going to be generational change. Yeah.
Exactly. Like I'm going to remember this year, man. I really am. Not just because of coronavirus, but people are like literally, like it's almost like the Me Too movement of black people. You know what I mean? People are going, you know what? They're speaking up. I feel comfortable now speaking up. You know what I mean? And so people are coming together, and it's not just fucking black people. Let me put that out there. Black people only make up 13% of this fucking country. So
it's all mixes. Everybody.
It's a fucking
progressive thinkers.
It's a humanity deal.
Yeah, it's a humanity deal, and it should be a humanity deal. It shouldn't be just black folks and going, hey, we need this fucking done. It should be all of us together. That's the way we grow as a fucking society. That's how we come together. And to be honest with you, the people I detest the most and the people that are the most closed-minded fucking motherfuckers, and I'll fucking go out and say it. It's just fucking, it's older white men are the most closed-minded motherfuckers ever. And that's what Trump is. He's an older white man. So closed-minded. Completely closed-minded. And by the way, he's 74 years old. He's got like fucking 8 years left of life. Why are we still paying attention to this fucker at all? I mean, literally last week, he said in an interview with fucking Fox News, and even the lady there who was interviewing him, Trump goes, I'm the one president that's done the most for black people. He said that. Like, he said that. And the lady's like, what about Abraham Lincoln, numbnuts? Like,
you know what the fucking worst thing is that he actually believes that.
Oh, yeah, no, he's
That's
insane.
The worst part. He believes it. He believes what he says.
So this motherfucker's going to Tulsa, Oklahoma over the weekend, and he's going to hold a fucking campaign rally, which is completely unimportant because his competitor, Joe Biden, is not doing shit. He's not doing anything. And Trump's not convincing anybody in Tulsa, Oklahoma to vote for him because that's his base. So what he's doing is that he's opening up his fucking the people who want to love him to getting the fucking coronavirus for no other reason than to get himself on camera and to get accolades, to feed his fucking narcissism. And what's going to happen tomorrow is he's going to do his fucking thing. People are going to get the coronavirus. And then outside the arena, there's going to be people from the opposition, people for probably Black Lives Matter or whatever, protesting, which Trump also said, you know what? If you protest outside the arena tomorrow, Tulsa's not a liberal city like some of the other cities that were, had these, big rallies or protests, peaceful protests. Tomorrow's going to be a fucking shit show in Tulsa. It's going to be a shit show.
Since when have Americans not had the right for freedom of speech, freedom of protest, peaceful protests? Like, just because it's not your agenda,
right? He said, "Oh God, he's such a cunt."
You're threatening. Like, that's just horrible. I don't even want to.
No, you go ahead.
Go there, but it's good to talk about. Fucking how shitty is it? All you fucking Trump supporters, and I don't give a fuck about how you think his economy is or whatever, because guess what, people? He didn't fucking build this economy. This economy was on the fucking up before he fucking came in. It goes up and down no matter
cyclical.
What fucking
it goes
president's
up.
in.
Yeah, it's its own
we
fucking
had dumbass fucking Bush, you know what I mean? And we didn't fucking, we're still here. We're still fucking standing.
No one's affecting the economy. No one's really fucking doing anything.
I mean, you can help it. You can hurt it. But we're Americans. We're always going to fucking be here doing our fucking thing economically. So fuck off. If that's the only thing that you can say good about Donald Trump, then that's not good enough for me.
Yeah.
But you got this fucking narcissistic, egotistical motherfucker
that
all the motherfucker does is push his agenda. And if you're not with it,
he fuck you.
Fuck you. I'll change things so you have to be with it.
Yeah.
And that's not what American democracy is about.
He divides.
It's about the people.
Right. It's about the people who make up the country, the diverse, unique cultures that make up this fucking country. That's what Yeah, that's what breeds innovation and expansive of ideas and shit like this. Not a closed-minded white guy that says my way or the highway. That's where fucking societies go to die. You know?
That's dictatorship.
And
there's no good dictatorship country.
The people that are going to be fucking protesting outside of fucking that arena in Tulsa, Oklahoma tomorrow have more of a right to do that. It's a better thing for them to do than him being inside that arena talking about his shit and his campaign. Them protesting tomorrow is more American than him going there and fucking collecting people during a pandemic talking about this is what I'm going to do. Like it's the worst idea ever. It's the worst idea.
You're absolutely right. I mean, there's no worse thing you can do during a pandemic than to use your presidential power to say, hey, let's put as many people as we can in one room.
Right. It's going to be hot as fuck.
Let it sink in. Let that fucking sink in.
Yeah,
let that sink in. It's a pandemic.
72
where we transmit.
It's spiking
a virus from people to people.
Yeah.
And you decide that, you know what? I'm going to put, I don't even know what that arena holds. Let's just throw out there 20,000.
15, 20,000, yeah.
I'm going to put 20,000 people in a room together.
Right. And you're hearing stories, by the way.
But because they're Trump supporters, they don't get coronavirus. You know that, right?
Apparently not. No. I mean,
if you vote for Trump, you won't get coronavirus.
The people that...
You heard it here first on the Lunatic Radio Show, people.
People that like... I believe that people that like Trump, like... They're not thinkers. They just don't think. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. Like,
okay, Kieran, here's a quick question.
I mean, go ahead.
Real quick. I want it off the top of your head. Real quick. Don't think about it. Don't look nothing up.
It was gonna be tough.
What's the first two things, and to me, the only two things that Trump supporters bring up when you ask them, why do you support Donald Trump?
Oh, it's the economy, one. And they hate liberals. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think that's
the only thing I hear is the economy and guns.
Oh yeah, fucking guns. There we go, fucking guns.
Economy and guns.
What do we need? Like there? I know dudes that live here in Arizona, and literally, I would imagine their IQ is maybe 101, maybe 101. That's their IQ, 101, and yet they own fucking 8 guns. Like, there's no way a person with a 101 IQ. No way somebody should own 8 guns.
I have the same argument about the gun thing as I do about the police brutality and social injustice shit. Is that when I talk to people about it, and I love having dialogue, by the way, people, and I've been saying this for the last fucking few shows. If you hit me up, I'll respond. Like I will talk to you. Like we don't have to agree. I'm okay with that as long as we're talking, right? And we're not disrespectful. But when I have these conversations with people, it's the same argument for guns as it is for police. And my argument is always, listen, I don't want to get rid of guns. I love the fact that we have the right to bear arms as American citizens. Don't get it twisted. Like, we should have the right to protect ourselves, our family, our homes, our properties. But I just think that we should go through a more extensive...
you need to jump through hoops.
Yeah, I mean, because when I lived out in Arizona...
It's like buying a pair of pants.
I had to ask the guy, hey, man, can we do a bill of sale? The guy was just going to sell me the gun. Yeah. No background, no ID, no nothing. Just here you go.
It's like buying a pair of pants.
You know, I'm like, hey, man, can we do this bill of sale? I'm a black dude. Like, I have to have something legitimate here. You know what I mean? Just how people get thrown in jail.
There's a guy at my work that I can legally buy a gun from. He has like a license to sell them. I can literally go, hey, can I get that 9mm mark?
You don't have to have a license. You don't have to have a license to sell.
No, you just fucking,
I'm a citizen, you're a citizen. And I go, hey, man, I got this gun for sale. You want to buy it? Yeah, sure. All I have to do is fill out a bill of sale, have you sign it, take a picture of your driver's license.
Dude, that's insanity.
And boom, it's yours.
Yeah.
So then if you could commit a crime with it, it's not on me.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, so my point is that we should have a more extensive background checks and, maybe psychological checks. You know what I mean? Maybe you should have to buy a gun. You should have to shoot so many rounds or have so many range hours.
Mm.
You have to go through a gun
like a license,
course.
Like you have to do when to get a driver's license.
Exactly. And the same thing is now the argument with police brutality and police officers. My sister my sister-in-law just became a police officer 2 or 3 weeks ago. I won't say where, but so she was telling me about the psych test she has to take. I went to her graduation. We were kind of talking about some things, and she's like, "Listen, some of these guys are going to be on the news one day. Like, they don't get it.
Right?
Like, they went out of high school. They didn't really know what they want to do.
High school diploma is all you need to be a cop.
That's all you need, and then you go through the academy. Now, you're not getting extensive fucking training. That's the thing. So I got the same fucking argument as it is for guns. Listen, I love guns just like I love having cops. Don't get it twisted. I love having cops.
I thought you were gonna say cock. I thought you were gonna. I thought when you first time you said the word cops, I thought it came out as cock, and I was like, wait, well, hold on a second. I'm lost.
God, Kieran, Jesus Christ.
Go ahead. Gotta throw in some jokes every once in a while.
I know we have to get our cock jokes in.
Gotta get them
once or twice on the show.
It's a quota.
Our race jokes in.
It's a quota.
But that's what I'm saying though, is that police, it should be an elite job. If you have that much responsibility where lives are in your hand, literally every day, not just about your life, but you signed up for that job. You knew how dangerous it was. You wanted to be that. You wanted to protect and serve. They should get more pay, I believe. But
more
also
pay,
at the
more
same
training.
time, more training. They should get more in depth. You know how hard it is to fucking become a Navy SEAL? There's a reason for that. There's a reason why Navy SEALs are so successful at what they do.
A lot of stuff.
Because they have to go through so much fucking extensive training.
Right.
Why? And I'm not saying you have to be a Navy SEAL to be a police officer by any means. But I'm saying you need to go through some type of, you can't just graduate high school, wait till some states you have to be 21 and have your college or your high school diploma, go through academy for a few months, take your test, and boom, you're hired. That shouldn't, and big shout out to my sister-in-law. She did her 4 years of criminal justice. You know, she went to college, got her degree for criminal justice, her 4-year degree. She wants to be a detective. She wants to go above and beyond. She's doing it the right way. She knows a whole hell of a lot more than the other kids in that room that are just like, yeah, man, I want to fucking protect and serve. I don't want to go to the military. Too scared for that. But you know what? I want to fucking hold a gun and a badge. I got bullied in high school. Not saying everybody's like that, but I'm saying there's a lot of that shit, man. There's absolutely a lot of that shit, and we need to wean that shit out. That's the problem. This fucking George Floyd, and I don't want to keep harping on the same thing and beating a dead dog, but as more and more things come out about this guy was that guy. I was bullied before, so now I'm going to be a fucking a dickhead cop that's going to do all this bullshit.
Oh, the guy that killed George Floyd?
Yeah, the guy that killed him. They worked together. What they at this club, they would hire security. Clubs do this in big cities. They'll hire police officers to do their security and patrol their parking lots. Mm-hmm. And there was multiple reports of him being an excessive officer, pepper spraying people for no reason, giving them shit.
He had 18 fucking
George
complaints.
Floyd, George Floyd used to always get into him about it. You know what I mean? Which that's why it should be premeditated murder. There should be a murder one.
I actually, in the 2 weeks we had off, I saw another video from the same incident of the George Floyd thing, and it was basically of the Asian guy that was standing beside the officer when they had the shaman who had his knee on George Floyd's neck, and the Asian guy was complicit as all hell, dude.
You know who the Asian guy is?
I don't know who the Asian guy is, but he was like
the Asian guy. Hold on, I got to tell you who the Asian guy is before you finish your story. The Asian guy's sister is Miss Minnesota.
Oh,
you know who Chavin's fucking wife is?
That makes sense.
The Asian guy's sister.
That makes fucking sense now. I didn't know that. That's fucking crazy. I didn't know that. Holy shit.
Everybody wants to have these fucking opinions.
Because I was watching
Everyone wants to have these opinions right when shit happens.
Yeah.
And they don't wait for the facts to roll out. They just fucking go with opinion.
Is that true?
Yeah, there's a lot more to it.
That's why he was so complicit. Because he was literally yelling at the fucking dude. There was a dude off camera going, yo, man, that fucking guy's dead. Do something. You can't just sit here. And the Asian guy just fucking got his head, not even looking at the incident. Oh, what a terrible. God damn it.
By the way, we finally got some people listening. Shout out to everybody in the chat room. Shout out to Big Mike in the chat room.
Yeah.
And he has a really good fact.
You guys,
it's harder to become a barber. And that's it. That's I would have to agree with that.
I cut my own hair. Look at this shit. That fucking shit's styling, bro.
Your locks look great for a 78-year-old man.
Dude, I'm not 78. I got a good another 10 years. 10 years before I'm out of here. What was I just gonna? Oh, by the way, everybody in the chat room, you missed the morning soak. Go look that up on the internet. Mormon soak. I said Mormon soak. That's right. Mormon soak. Yeah, just crazy fucking world, man. That's where we're at, bros. That's where we're at, brosifs. Yeah.
And I have one more thing to add to this before we get off the subject. Like I said earlier, man, I really love that people are finally taking it upon themselves to get the knowledge, the real American history, instead of, just getting whatever you get in school. And I'm not just talking about black folks. I'm talking about white folks. I'm talking about just Americans, period. You know what I mean? Doing their due diligence, because nobody else is going to fucking teach us unless we teach ourselves.
Right.
And so the same thing with the Juneteenth, with everybody, getting hip to what the Juneteenth actually really meant, which if you don't know what it means, do you know what it means, Kieran? Should I give it a quick rundown?
Juneteenth?
What it's all about? Yes.
I believe in 1865, there was a general in Texas that declared June 19th, all slaves are free. I believe that's it. I could be wrong.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Because in 1863 is when the proclamation was signed, but the southern states, there wasn't enough soldiers to tell the Southerns to go down south and tell the southern states that, hey, listen, slavery's done. You have to give up your slaves, give them their property, blah, blah, blah. Because they were still in the middle of, the Civil War wasn't settled yet. So finally in 1865 is, yes, when they rolled down to Texas. And so that was the real date of all slaves being freed, not just the ones that are in Kentucky and all these places that are closer to the northern.
By the way, I just want to point out the fact that I was evolving. I was taking a shit at work today, and that's when I looked that up.
Evolving. I'm actually really fucking proud of you. I swear to God, I was like, man, I wonder if he really knows what it is, and I almost felt bad when I asked you because I didn't want to make, you know what I mean, put you on the spot. But then I was like, man, I got faith in my co-host, man. He's been getting real woke lately, man. He's been real woke.
Dude, let me tell you another fucking story. 6 days ago, there was a dude that tweeted about Juneteenth on Twitter, and he was complaining about Trump. And I read his tweet. He's like, fucking Donald Trump's going to be fucking holding a rally on Juneteenth. And I read, that was his tweet. And I was like, this motherfucker doesn't, what is this, like, some sort of like slang speech? I was like, it's June 19th, not Juneteenth, you idiot. I had no idea what Juneteenth meant. He wrote out Juneteenth, Juntenth or whatever. He wrote it out, and I thought
it is Juneteenth.
Yeah, no, I thought he just fucked up the date, June 19th.
Right. You just thought he was just trying to like put two words. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, like hashtag.
And you know what else? And I noticed this a little bit this year, but not as much because after everything that's been going on. But Memorial Day, man, more people was posting about the real start of Memorial Day, and I was like, man, people are finally. Like say you were to Google Memorial Day, the first thing that's going to pop up is probably some Wikipedia or some fucking thing talking about, it's the day that we celebrate. That was, in 1971 or 72, they declared it the day that we, celebrate our fallen soldiers from battle and blah, blah, blah. But you have to scroll and dig deep into, the history of it. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Which the real history of it is, and this isn't, in no books so far, because they haven't rewritten this part of history yet, doesn't say the exact place or city. There's just a couple of them that claim that they were the first to do this. But there was these camps where Confederate soldiers were holding Union soldiers, and a lot of them being black soldiers, and they a lot of them ended up dying at the end of the Civil War. They ended up dying, and not just from being killed, but a lot of them got killed because of disease. It was a plague back then during the Civil War. And so anyway, they were just buried in unmarked graves. So what they did was they dug up the bodies and gave them proper burials. And that's what the celebration of Memorial Day started.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah. To have a proper celebration of remembrance for people that were
gave your life
died in the wars. And it's not just a black thing. But that's what got the ball rolling was a black community. You know what I mean?
Right.
That had a lot of black soldiers, and they're like, we're finally free. We're free to have a ceremony. We're free to be able to give, some type of life celebration. We don't have to ask Massa to do anything. You know what I mean? So that's and there, it was in Carolinas and Mississippi, all around the same time they started doing it, and it was on May 1st actually. I
had no idea about that. I had no idea.
Yeah, and it's more, and like that's why I said it's okay for people not to know. I'm just happy about the progress. of people actually listening. When somebody tells you this because they heard it from their grandmother or they Googled it or whatever, it doesn't matter where you got your information. Now they're sharing the information and talking about it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's going to take because, as we all know, the government isn't going to rewrite our history. It's up to us to rewrite our history.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean? If we're gonna look at, let's look at the good, the bad, the ugly. We were built on what we were built on, and let's be proud of it. Even though some things are wrong, let's celebrate the fact that we have evolved.
Yeah, the differences make you stronger. When you learn more about different cultures and you expand your mind, you're open to shit. You're not just closed-minded, hanging out with people with the same color skin that you have. That you don't go anywhere that way. Like anybody who's racist or has and listening, you're obsolete. Your life is going to end up like dog shit. The world's not going that way. It never has. It's not going that way, you racist motherfuckers. It's just not going that way. You're just going to end up miserable and alone, fucking blowing loads on your stomach, jerking off to fucking racist porn. And that's it. That's where your life is going to end.
Tell him, Kieran, because I feel sorry for him.
Yeah,
think if you're a racist white man, right? Think if you're a racist white man, and you ain't never got that fucking chocolate just thrown back at you. You know what I mean?
God,
Throw that shit in a circle, right? You ain't never think about this. You ain't fucking with some real good fucking barbecue.
Oh yeah.
You're not fucking with us on the barbecue while we're listening to Frankie Beverly, Maze. You know what I mean? While we're out there listening to fucking.
What is that?
You know what I'm talking about, Kieran.
That song.
Happy feelings.
Happy feelings everywhere.
While the barbecue's in the air, there's a drunk uncle somewhere.
You know what I mean?
Trying to borrow $2 from somebody to go to the store. Like, if you don't experience that, man, because you're racist, then what are you doing with your life, man? And on the other end of it, too, let me tell you something. Hold on. On the other end of it, man, I ain't never had as much fun as I had the first time I fucking played cornhole with some hillbillies.
Hillbillies.
Straight up.
Did you know there's a difference between hillbillies and rednecks? Hillbillies are non-racist. Rednecks are racist. I didn't know that. I learned that on the show.
I wasn't going to say that, but hey.
Hillbillies are non-racist Southern fun people to hang out with. Rednecks are the racist ones.
Well, I beg to differ.
It's actually
if that's what they're.
It's the actual definition. Yeah.
Definition, but that doesn't mean that that's holds true. But yeah.
Yeah, people. What was I going to say? I was just going to say something. Oh, I was going to say my favorite porn star from back in the day is an African-American woman named Vanessa Blue. And if you ever see her ride a dick, it is like fucking watching Tiger Woods play Augusta National. Spectacular.
That's your analogy. That's your Okay then, folks. You heard it here first.
Yeah.
Lunatic Radio Show. Just to remind people, the live number to call in is 716-325-8299.
Here's a couple.
716-325-8299.
Here's a couple quick things. We're evolving, people. Aunt Jemima out. Syrup out. Aunt Jemima's out. I didn't never realize where that name came from, but you hear the name, it's just like, yeah, that's probably not good. Uncle Ben's is out too. That's another one gone, which is fine. Cops was canceled. That after 32 years of running. Live PD is off the air. A lot of things. And Dave Chappelle became the modern day Richard Pryor.
Hold on, before we get to that, because I love the 846. Before we get to that, Kieran, can I tell you what else they canceled, bro? And they went too far. Sometimes they go too far.
Oh no. White women?
They canceled fucking Paw Patrol, bro.
Paw Patrol.
Paw Patrol.
It's like dogs?
The cartoon?
Oh,
the dogs?
I didn't know
my great nephew is fucking...
Oh.
The same way we deal with fucking social injustice right now, a 2-year-old right now is dealing with the same fucking heartache of Paw Patrol being canceled.
Paw Patrol,
man. They done canceled Paw Patrol on that ass.
I had no idea. I had no idea what Paw Patrol was.
Shout out to my great nephew Nazir.
Nothing. It wasn't like anything like. Why did they canceled that because of what's happening in the world?
They canceled the shit, bro.
It's just fucking dogs, man. It's just fucking dogs.
They're cops and firefighters and shit, man.
Are they saying that? Yeah, but are they saying that fucking dogs could be a little bit racist? Maybe them German shepherds.
I have not heard a explanation yet. And trust me, I've searched. I've searched for
maybe the guy that created Paw Patrol was kind of like on the,
maybe I haven't seen like a real article yet.
The guy that invented CrossFit came out and had a brilliant fucking statement saying he's not going to fucking pray for George Floyd or fucking mourn George Floyd. But CrossFit apparently is something you can't do anymore. Fuck that guy. I mean, shit. Fuck that guy. I mean, imagine people who go to CrossFit gyms across the country and they love the fucking CrossFit. But the guy that invented the word, the exercise, the routine, the gym, the ideas for the gyms, just comes out and goes, hey, here's a racist statement. Here's something I'm going to be insensitive about. Fuck, what a dick. What if I was like a big I wouldn't go. I'd be like, I can't go to CrossFit. I'd be like a shithead now. Fuck.
Yeah, fuck them. Well, they wean themselves out, Kieran. This is the most beautiful thing about the time that we're in right now.
Thinning the herd.
They come out they're comfortable enough to come out in the forefront, and we can recognize them, and we can decide that, hey, we don't want to fuck with them. And I'll tell you the truth. I'm open, and I've always been open to, listen, if you decide that you want to come out, you want to say some shit, you want to show your true colors, that's fine. And if you ever want to fucking change and you want some information and you want to try to at least make it, understand something, I'm open with that too. And if you want to if you want to come out and you want to be racist openly and you want to stick to that, that's fine too, because you just showed me exactly who you are and who not to fuck with. I'm okay with any of that's the good thing that's been coming out of all this, is it shows people's true colors.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with all of it, no matter where you land. I'm okay with all of it as long as you're being you.
I was just thinking as you were saying that, I was like, man, in 2 years, the world could be such a fucking beautiful place, or it's going to be an ultimate disaster. It's going to be either one of those two. I mean, with like, yeah, the evolving of society and maybe some changes to the way the police organizations are run and stuff like that. Just kind of racism kind of getting fucking buried by the people who are, progressive, open-minded thinkers. I think maybe in 2 years, Trump will be gone, hopefully. If Trump's gone, we get a different person in the office. Maybe it's not Biden, but maybe his VP pick is going to be fucking tremendous, and that person has a lot of input into what's going on in the White House. Maybe fucking the world will just be, maybe we're going through a fucking cleanse, and I don't want to say that with everybody, passing away with the coronavirus and stuff like that. I don't mean it that way. I mean, the coronavirus is a terrible thing.
No, a moral cleanse.
Yeah, like a moral cleanse. Yeah. And maybe in 2 years or so, we'll go through these giant bumps in the road. In 2 years, we'll be fucking, in a lot better place. And Donald Trump will be fucking blowing loads on his fucking stomach, his closed-minded fucking white privileged fucking private school fucking racist.
I don't want to think about fucking that guy.
I can't. I hope when he's out of office.
I know that's what you think about everybody at first, but man.
Hold on a second. Yeah, no, my mom is texting me. My mom is.
Oh, by the way, the call line's down.
Yeah, it's on. It's on. I don't know why it's not. Somebody called me and it went to my phone again. I don't know why. Yeah. So yeah, fucking. I had this thing from the celebrities. Did you see that when they're saying they're taking responsibility for everything?
Well, hold on, because you were saying something before that.
What was I saying? Dave Chappelle.
846, which that just made me think of it, because when you said celebrities coming out.
Yeah.
First of all, go into the Dave Chappelle thing, because there's a really good part of it I want to bring up.
Oh, I don't have it. I didn't want to play it because I wasn't sure if I was allowed to play it. Because I don't know if I'm allowed to play it, because it's on. It comes. It's on a page on YouTube that is kind of like it's a Netflix thing. So I don't know if I can play it. You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't get.
Oh, I get it. But to tell our listeners what it is Dave Chappelle had a stand-up in his hometown, a little outside venue, social distancing. One of the first real comedy shows.
Yeah, it was the first
all this
one.
Stuff.
Although they did reference, he did reference in his thing, the parking lot honking horns, flashing lights shows that
Yeah.
Our buddy
I don't know,
did
and I didn't know if that was real or not, if that was actually a real thing or not, but it was funny.
Rick Bronson did it up here. He was the first one, I think, in the country to do it out
really?
in Arizona. Yeah.
By the way, man, real quick, shout out to Rick Bronson in Phoenix, Arizona's House of Comedy.
Yeah.
I have one of my favorite comedians out of Detroit, comedian CP. Is going to be there, I think, this weekend. So big shout out to comedian CP. There's
CP.
like 4 or 5 comics are going to have, I think, coming up this weekend. But anyway, Dave Chappelle had a very interesting stand-up show. It's called 846. 846 is 8 minutes and 46 seconds is how long that cop had his knee on George Floyd's neck. It was also the time of birth of Dave Chappelle. It kind of coincided with him. There's a couple different things that he brought up in there how it all came together. 846. But he had a couple. He threw in a couple jokes, but he was talking very, very real. Because I mean, it's at some point you have to talk about it. But one thing I wanted to bring up that I fucking loved that he was talking about was people asked him like, when's Dave Chappelle going to say something? Why haven't you said something? Why have you? And he just.
Don Lemon said that.
Yeah, Don Lemon asked him why, and he said, the people are talking. What the fuck do they care when I think I'm a celebrity?
Right.
I don't have to talk because the people are talking enough right now. All I have to do is support. And I felt that because we have done that for the past fucking month. You know what I mean? We've been like, well, where's LeBron? What's LeBron saying? What's, you know what I mean?
Who
Whether
gives
saying
a
something
shit?
or not, we're always looking for celebrities. And it's
Right.
like, hey, why don't we listen to the fucking regular, everyday people that have to live in this country and don't have any privileges at all?
And mostly these, you see a lot of it on the news too. And Chappelle's right when he said it. It's a lot of these people that organize these fucking peaceful protests in New York City, Washington, whatever. They're young dudes. They're like 21, 22, 20 years old fucking people.
Absolutely.
It's the younger generation. Like, and when he said that, it made me realize, I was like, this ain't me. This is not my generation doing this. This is the young kids. This is the young kids shaping their future. It's not our generation. It's the younger kids shaping their future for us. I mean, when I'm an old man, I got nothing to fucking, I got no foot in the game. It's going to be the younger kids running this show,
And why not them? Who better than them?
Right. It's always
we
the
talk
young
shit about
people.
these millennials, and they're different than the way we grew up, and we're the last Mohicans, and they're fucking different. All that. And I get all that, and I can disagree, but I can still respect them at the same time. But who better than to talk about our country's future than the fucking future, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
I think he was right. And by the way, it was funny. a side note on the thing. When Chappelle said in 846, he goes, Laura Ingram's a cunt. I had such a fucking back and forth with my Rocket, the the co-host of the Lunatic Radio Show. I was like, Rock, fucking Chappelle called Laura Ingram a cunt. And I was like, if he just said unfuckable before the word cunt, he would have stolen my joke. If he just said unfuckable cunt. Because I've been ranting about how Laura Ingram's such a cunt for on the Rocket versions of these shows, on the Lunatic Radio shows. And when Chappelle called just out of nowhere, it's like, Laura Ingram's a cunt. I was like, fuck, Chappelle and I are linking up. And Rock just, told me to go fuck myself and whatever. That was it. Go ahead.
No.
I
totally agree with you, and I agree with that. I love the fact that Dave Chappelle's always going to say what the fuck he wants to say, and that should be said because she is a fucking cunt, and I can second that motion.
Oh, she's an absolute unfuckable cunt.
Whenever you guys want to vote, if she's a cunt or not, I second the motion, and we can vote the motherfucker.
She's such a fucking
She's a
but
fucking.
Here's the great. What's great about Chappelle is that he is such a deep thinker. His brain, he's so intelligent that he can take a subject like what's happened in the world within the last 3 months, and he can explain it in simple terms and funny in a way, and
a perspective that you kind of think about, but then you take it another step further and you go, oh shit! Like he's always he got a mind blowing.
The way he opened up about the George Floyd thing, he was explaining an earthquake that he felt in his apartment in California way back when, and he was like, it was only 35 seconds, and it was the most terrifying thing ever. I felt like I was going to lose my life. And then he goes, 8 minutes and 46 seconds. Yeah. That was brilliant because he took you this way. He took you this way. Then he brought you right back to what's happening in the world.
You know what? He's very, and I noticed that. And I really noticed that because I was thinking about this and I said, man, the way he does he has a couple things that he does that's different than other comedians. And he's I believe he's the first to do it. The way he throws you around like that.
Yeah, I love it.
Because when he started off his last special, he was singing that Prince song and you didn't know where the fuck he was going.
Right.
And he started off with talking about Anthony Bourdain and you're like, what the fuck? And then he goes back to singing the song.
Yeah.
And then he goes to his buddy that it was a hood scholar, blah, 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 and lost everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it took you through 5 minutes of throwing you all around. At the end, you were like,
you motherfucker.
God, that's it. That's a life lesson.
Yeah.
In a funny ass way, that's a fucking such a life lesson. You know what I mean?
He opens up one of his Netflix specials by giving you the punchline to a joke. He goes, this is a punchline to the joke. I kicked her in the pussy. And then he goes on for like 20 minutes about something and you forget about the punchline. And all of a sudden, boom, he hits you with it out of nowhere. And you go, you look, I remember watching going, that motherfucker, man. God damn it. I didn't see it coming.
And you know what the best part about that joke is?
Yeah.
Is the first part of that joke is he's saying, that's why he didn't do comedy for a while because he's too fucking good at it.
Right.
And he was like,
this shit is easy.
Egotistical about it, and he still got you.
This shit is easy.
With most comments, exactly. And with most comments, you go, okay, motherfucker, you got too big of a head. Now it's not going to be funny. Nope, not Dave Chappelle. He tells you that shit, and then all of a sudden he's funny. You know what I mean? I thought one of the real small, like real smidgen parts of that 846 that he did was when he just when he smoked that cigarette, he just turns to the crowd and goes, "Deep, I know, right?" And he goes, "I got some pussy jokes I could have said." Or he goes, "I got some pussy jokes I could do."
Yeah, I get people bored.
You know what I mean? And it was just kind of like, man, like
he's so good.
The one thing I love about Dave Chappelle is when he's doing stand up, it gives you an atmosphere of what you talk about in a fucking garage. There's no censorship. There's no, what do people think about me? It's like the old drunk guy in the garage. He just says whatever the fuck's on his mind and has thought about shit and gives you, I think he's absolutely brilliant, man. Every time he does something, we come in this podcast and we talk about him, we big him up as we should, because he is. Yeah, no,
he's brilliant. He's
on GOAT status, man. He's on GOAT status right now.
Kevin Hart on Rogan's show said he's one of one. But which I don't know if he's Richard Pryor is probably the GOAT, but I think
he came before.
Yeah, he came before, but I don't think you really should compare comics like that. But I would put him in. No. Dave Chappelle certainly is in that Mount Rushmore of comics of all
Dave
time.
Chappelle is LeBron James.
Yeah, yeah.
As LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
Certainly.
LeBron James and Michael Jordan is Dave Chappelle to Richard Pryor. You know what I mean?
Certainly, he's the voice of this generation. He's the voice. He's the guy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, God, there's so many great points about LeBron. There's so many great points about Michael Jordan. It's so hard to compare them because each have these fucking special things in their own way. Same thing with Dave Chappelle and Richard Pryor. Man, Richard Pryor was fucking brilliant at the way.
Unreal.
And you know what's crazy about him, man, is that
he was crazy.
He's crazy.
He lit himself on fire. Go ahead.
Well, back in the day, it was them punchliney shits, right?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, Pryor made it intimate and more personable.
Yeah, he just talked
instead of just a boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, set up punchline.
Yeah,
he talked.
Yeah, it was flowy.
Told you a story.
Yeah, and he made it personable. He was talking about his real life shit, and it wasn't just a fucking joke. You know what I mean? He was one of the first to do that, and then talking about other things that people were uncomfortable talking about. You know what I mean? I think that's why he's so great at being a pioneer of this type of comedy that we have today.
Right.
And Dave Chappelle just took that up to another notch.
Yeah, he did.
He might not have been the first to do it, but he definitely has taken it up to another notch, and that's why they're uncomparable, and they're both one of ones.
Yeah, I also heard Kevin Hart talk about how explaining a story about how he was, doing sets at the Comedy Cellar and called Chris Rock, and Chris Rock's like, "Oh, I'll come down and see you at the Comedy Cellar." So they both just popped on, on the stage at the Comedy Cellar to just do a set here and there, and then fucking Dave Chappelle walked into the Comedy Cellar, and Kevin Hart and Chris Rock sat at the back table and watched Dave Chappelle go up. And as you know, they're watching Dave Chappelle do his, just fucking go up on stage and bang around. Kevin Hart and Chris Rock both ripped up their fucking notes of their shit, and they're like, we got to work on our shit because Dave Chappelle's fucking way better than us. Yeah, it was like, that's funny. By the way, Leroy Jack is in the chat room. It's 716-325-0299. I don't understand why people don't. It's right there on the screen. It's right there. I didn't put the wrong number up there. It's been up there for months. It's the same number, 716-325-0299. Phone lines are working. Phone lines are open. If you want to call in. What else do I have? What else? Oh, it's that fucking celebrity thing. Should I fucking play that? Let me see if
not yet.
Do you want me to play it or do you want to know?
Yeah. I don't even know what you're talking about, but yeah, sure, let's go.
It's all the the white celebrities going, I'm sorry. What did they do? It was like, it's really hokey and I take responsibility thing. Let me see.
I take responsibility.
Oh, Christ.
I take responsibility.
You see this?
I
PJ?
take responsibility.
It's very hokey.
I take responsibility for every unchecked moment.
For every time it was easier to ignore than to call it out for what it was.
I guess they're apologizing for systemic racism. Is that what's the deal going on here?
Every not so funny joke.
Right.
Every unfair stereotype.
Every blatant injustice, no matter how big or small.
Every time I remained silent.
Every time I explained away police brutality.
That's all creepy. What do you think of this, TJ? I don't know.
I don't want to shit on it because I love what they're trying to do. I don't want to shit on it at all. I think it's amazing that's where we're at. I really don't want to shit on it. Let me put that out there.
I just feel like
I hate when it's hokey and it seems forced and it seems like right now. But let's take award shows.
Mm-hmm.
When somebody goes up to accept their award and they say, you know what, thank you for this award. I'm going to use this opportunity to talk about some stuff that's going on. You know what I mean? Whether it's social injustice or whatever, right? Like, to me, that's like what the man that's running the show doesn't want you to do, and you're going, hey, I don't give a fuck what you want right now. I'm using this platform. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That makes it more personable to me, not doing some hokey. You get what I'm saying, man? It doesn't hit. You don't feel it.
Right. I take responsibility.
Yeah, I feel like it's
scripted. It's put together.
I feel like each individual celebrity in this fucking commercial. I feel like it's them raising their hand, going, "Hey, I'm not racist." I realize
it is, which is great. Yeah. Which is great because if you were truly racist, you wouldn't be part of this video.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, right.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to shit on it. It's just
Black people are being slaughtered in the streets, killed in their own homes. These are our brothers and sisters,
our friends. Our family. We are done watching them die. We are no longer bystanders. We will not be idle. Enough is enough.
I will no longer allow an unchecked moment. I will no longer allow racist, hurtful words, jokes.
Well, you know what's weird about it too is like some of it seems really genuine from certain people in the clip, and then others you can tell that they're reading off some sort of.
That's what I'm saying. It seems so scripted when you have that music in the background. I don't want that. You know what I want? I want a Michael Rappaport type of fucking rant from you.
Oh God, yeah, that'd be great.
I want you to not be scripted and say what the fuck's on your mind. You didn't write nothing. Somebody just puts a camera in your face and you go, "Man, these motherfuckers!" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't have to be all dramatic, but I'm just saying, man, it makes it more personable, man. Right now, we're a society where we're tired of the smoke screen and the bullshit. Right? We're tired of the fucking scripted shit that you have to do to be politically correct. We want the raw. Like, we don't believe anything anymore unless it's the raw.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like that's scripted. Not trying to shit on them. I love the fact that they're coming around.
Yeah, and the celebrities and it's like it just,
you know who I like? Fucking Skip.
Skip who? Skip Bayless?
I like Skip. Geez. And I fucking hated Skip for the longest time, but he's never steered me wrong when it came to serious matters.
I can't imagine.
He's definitely an ally.
I can't imagine what Stephen A. Smith has been fucking doing lately. God damn.
Oh God. Or like let's take Stephen A. Smith, Max Kellerman. You know what I mean? Like, I love the fact, even fucking Molly fucking comes up with these great points. And like, you can tell they're from somewhere. Yeah. You can tell that they're from somewhere. You know what I mean? They're not just like Molly will check the shit out of Steve when she has to. Like, hey, don't think that You know what I mean? Like you're because you're black, you're just right about this. She just checked him last week about the city of Detroit and some riots that happened in Detroit back in the day. You know, the Detroit riots from back in the 60s. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? She knows her facts. Like these are people, they're not just saying it because ESPN says that you need to start being sensitive during the sensitive times. They're giving you can't just make up these facts. If me and you are going back and forth, right, and we're having dialogue, I'm not reading off a script because I don't know what you're going to say. You know what I mean? So when you bring up a point, I'm not going,
yeah, right.
That's not in my, these motherfuckers are firing off shit. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
that means cool. you actually knew your history or you know something about the subject or whatever before. Yeah. You know what I mean? Before this fucking show today.
You're saying something with substance behind it, not just fucking like the fucking View girls do on ABC.
I apologize that you are being, what did she say? Black people are being slaughtered in the streets. Slow down, lady.
I mean, that was fucking that was fucking Julianne Moore from Boogie Nights. God damn, she's a great actress.
Slow down. People are.
I don't want to hear that.
Black people are dying. Moore. Yes. Slaughtered in the streets.
Yeah, like cattle. This
Slow down, white lady. Slow down, Miss White Lady.
I mean, you're gonna piss off the fucking cow population by saying slaughtered in the streets.
Hey, we do not want to offend the farmers and the cows. That's for sure.
The cows are the ones like, yeah. Cows are just
black cows. There's white cows. There's white cows with black spots, and there's black cows with white spots. Okay.
Somewhere, fucking 50 cows in a slaughterhouse heard Julianne Moore say black people have been slaughtered in the streets, and the cows are going, like, "You ain't got shit on us."
Really? Oh, come down here on a Friday night, Bucko.
Yeah.
Let's see what's really fucking going on.
I lost 80 friends last night in 30 minutes,
and now all I can smell is fucking barbecue.
Yeah. Fucking all the broads in here just fucking giving out milk. Then they're gonna get the fucking people.
What if somebody made that commercial and then at the end of it they're like, a cow comes out, he's like, "You think that's bad?"
Yeah. Yeah. It's like that. It's like the cow. It's like the cow.
Chick-fil-A, they get the chick.
Yeah, eat chicken.
Got a Chick-fil-A commercial.
Eat more chicken. Yeah.
Eat more chicken.
Julianne Moore. That would be hilarious.
Good for them. Good for them for trying. No, I mean, they made effort. You know what I mean? I'm not going to shit on them for that.
All right, word up. That was a nice little fucking... Look at that. We're fucking radio professionals. We just popped
did that
on.
With no prep. I didn't even talk to Kieran until about a half an hour before the show.
There's my prep right there, people. It's like 16 words on a page. Hour and a half.
Oh. You want to see mine?
Oh, by the way, I have...
That's mine. That's it. Just one fucking, I don't know if you can...
It looks like an image. It just looks like an image.
Yeah. Yeah. 4 sentences.
I was watching something on the internet. Actually, I did see something on the internet that I liked. And it was a quote from Muhammad Ali. Service to others is the rent you pay for your room here on Earth. That's what we need to keep in mind.
Kieran.
Fucking A. That's not me. That's Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali. That's Muhammad Ali, everybody.
I'm just
24 years. That's Muhammad Ali. That motherfucker, he's a gangster. Muhammad Ali's a gangster. Awesome dude.
I have something that goes along with everything that we talked about today, and it goes along with everyday life, and this really fucking hit me yesterday. I seen this quote, and it really fucking hit me good, because I believe that I'm kind of this person. Don't adapt to the energy in the room, influence the energy in the room. And I really fucking sunk in. I said,
that's a good one.
Love that.
That's a good one.
So,
all right.
With that being said, people, change the energy in the room. Don't adapt. Be yourself. Be safe. Be kind. Love everybody.
We should. It's like ending quotes. We do like ending quotes. That's what we do. It's fine with me. I don't care. Yeah, it's kind of fun. All right, peace, people. We'll see you next week. Later.
Ending quotes is better than saying black people are getting slaughtered in the street.